Hi, and welcome back to another edition of All Valley Karate. So today we're going to talk about Kreese.
Okay.
Is he going to be the ultimate villain in all of this?
Well, throughout the whole Karate Kid saga, we have had him as our ultimate villain. If all the other villains stemmed off of him from everything that we've seen. So
do we have sympathy for this character, or has anything that he's had to say true? Kelly's point of view is his dress.
yeah, so I mean, I do feel like he is somewhat of a master manipulator, and he does lie a lot from what we've seen in the past. So he is dressed rather nicely in a lot of his scenes. I mean, he shows up in a really nice coat. He wears like these nice fitted shirts. He's got a nice watch. And how's he affording all these cigars?
The cigars are a good point.
I mean,
I don't know what kind of pension he's receiving or something.
Sure.
But in the other angle of this, of the shirts and his dress attire,
He does wear the same one a couple times. So,
yeah.
like, I get it.
At the diner, he's wearing the same shirt he was wearing in this scene that we see here when we
Sure.
first see him. And then he's wearing just another color of that shirt in some of the other scenes in the construction scene with the cement mixer and stuff.
Sure.
So,
but, I mean, so he is this snake, right? He
Yeah.
is this bromating snake.
yeah, but here's the thing. Terry Silver, this multi-trillionaire, trillionaire, who made his money supposedly in the character's background of toxic waste disposal
Sure,
of some
removal.
sort. So he knew, like, this guy right here knew that he had to become a character for Daniel to accept.
Yes.
Okay? And
So
so
that's back to my point of maybe Kreese is making all of
being that
this.
same chameleon, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Especially because at the end of, I think, the second to last episode of season 2, like, Johnny says, get out of my life, it's over, or something like that, and he leaves, and you kind of almost feel bad for him, because he
Right.
has, like, this hurt look on his face, and then you looked at me and just said, like, are we feeling bad for him? What's going on? I mean, it's more than obvious we thought,
Like the foreshadowing of his friends when he
Yeah.
was with them at the bar, when Johnny was with his friends at the bar, going,
Right.
he's got to be up to something.
Yeah.
And so
Like, how
maybe
can you
he
let
is
this guy
this
back in your
ultimate
life?
villain with Terry, like with the angle that we saw in the Karate Kid saga of Terry Silver, then pretending to be poor, to pretending to, like, remember it was kind of a play on the Karate Kid Choose with the car, where he was choosing his car. When he had his servants bring
like
out
a bunch of really bad
all
ones.
these dilapidated vehicles for him
Yeah.
to choose, and he's like, oh yeah, truck. And then as he drives away in this scene, when we see Terry in the scene, as he drives away, one of the things Daniel says to him is, nice truck. So, like, he knew he had to become a character that Daniel could accept.
Right.
And be likable and be relatable to Daniel and where he was.
Right.
So he's meeting him where he was.
Right. So what's your point? What's your take? What are you thinking?
So if
Ultimate villain?
we're following the same kind of
Trajectory.
Yeah, so like of past Karate Kids. So we could see maybe he's doing this similar tactic that Terry Silver did.
Yeah.
We've seen the two of them do this before. Everybody's talking on the internet about Terry Silver. Is he going to show up in season 3? What place? Because that's a whole nother video, but we're going to talk about money and Daniel and stuff. Subscribe so you can see the next videos we got coming up with that. But Terry Silver, will he come back and what roles he will play? As we see in this scene where he says,
Right.
I feel like a broken man. And this was the scene where they really pulled at your heartstrings
Right.
with...
And so you're like, okay, Johnny, take him back. It's going to be okay. But as we see, obviously, spoiler alert, but in the very last, second to last scene of season 2, no. Once
No.
a snake, always a snake, right?
Right, yeah, and so we saw that. Now he's doing his signature Kreese Witherspoon.
Yeah. Kreese without a spoon.
the Kreese, pose that we've seen so many times, and now he's in his place now.
Which is what you had anticipated when we were making, guesses of what would happen in season 2. Your whole thing was maybe, he comes back, Johnny doesn't let him come back, and he says, well, Cobra Kai is my thing. I've got these whatever. So
I saw it more of like copyright,
Yeah,
business-wise,
that's how
like
you
business
think.
law.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai Limited does belong to me.
Right, yeah. So, but he just went a different, snakier route.
Yeah.
So,
And so could he be? What do you think? Tell us.
What's going to happen in season 3? Like, obviously, we kind of think that Daniel and Johnny are going to have to team up somehow against Kreese.
And then this situation of Kreese, was he telling the truth, or was he portraying a father figure, a broken father figure, to relate to Johnny and meet him where he was, reflecting on the Terry Silver situations we've seen in the past Karate Kids?
Right.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Let us know below. Subscribe for more. I can't wait to see you again on All Valley Karate.